The boys are back in town. What's up, guys?
Yo, what it do?
What's happening?
Glad to have you back, franchise.
Hey, same.
Back, brother.
Good to see everybody. Good to see everybody.
We will kick things out with you, Jeff. Left to right. Let's go, man. What you got? Song of the week.
Glorilla. Oh, hold on. She a damn lie. Her batting percentage is top tier. She is hitting Hall of Fame numbers right now at the gate.
Yeah,
Shout out to Glorilla.
Shout out to Glow.
She
Big
ain't
Glow.
missing.
Big Glow.
Big Glow.
Big Glow.
The album this week, ain't next week. Album next week. Yeah.
What you got, Coach? Song of the week.
Song of the week for me, man, is Metro Boomin, Feel the Fire.
Feel it. Feel the fire. Feel the fire. My song of the week is from Deion Sanders Jr. It's Thought I Was Tripping. Hey, listen. Shout out to Bucky. He got some songs, dog. He got about a good 4 or 5, Jeff. I'm gonna send them all to you. You're the only person that listen to it. Yeah, would you listen to it? All right, I'm gonna send them to you then. All right, cool. Say less. There it is. A couple of them. What you got, Weezy? What's your song of the week, big dog?
Drake, Fake Love.
Right in my face.
I've been down so long, look like up to me.
That's who?
Yeah.
They just giving them shits out.
Yeah, that's a big record.
Come
I'm
on,
not saying
Jeff.
about Drake. I'm just about, bro, somebody.
Bad time.
somebody gets no, hear me out. I'm not talking about Drake. Somebody gets a diamond record every week now. They used to, remember how long it took to get a diamond record when we was coming up?
But people had to pay for them. It's easier to do when
That's what I'm saying. Like, they just giving them shits
It's
away.
easier,
now.
though, Jeff. It's an easier game.
Still earning them.
It's an easier game. Because it's on your phone. You can literally press a button. You know how hard it was to go get.
Diamond, the only diamond record we saw in our life was Slim Shady, Get Rich or Die Trying.
In the club.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
The Usher. Now, every week somebody get a diamond play.
That's not true. It's not every
But
week.
we haven't missed a week. Future's got 2 today. Out of nowhere, he got 2 today.
Couldn't do that.
They're giving them shits away.
Let's get to it, man. Let's get to going.
He just got 2 of them Jones today. He got
But
the
they old songs, though, right?
Him and Tim's and Drake got a diamond plaque today.
That deserved it.
Everything.
That was
came from
everywhere.
Diamond, bro.
The bros
Thriller
everywhere.
was diamond. We gotta have.
Nah, that was more than diamond.
We gotta
What's
have
behind
another.
the diamond,
We gotta
though?
have another.
That more moissanite. I don't know what the hell that motherfucker.
That's what I'm saying.
Jeff wanna bring back the old school zones, man.
Come on, man.
Bring back the old school zones.
Let's get to
Gotta
it.
have something, man. This is ridiculous.
Yeah. No layup line, no warm-ups, no nothing. We just walking right into the stadium, get into the game. Let's do it. When the beat on, then it's on. Wearing the right jerseys on the road, cause how we feel where we roam is our home. Leaving these other podcasts null and void. The show can't miss something like Tom Shepard and corduroys. Full sport press, you know them boys. Jay run the point, lock for 3, and me, I crash the boards. Weezy told you that it's paid for. Full sport press.
Greetings and salutations. I'd like to welcome everybody back and some of you for the first time to the Full Sport Press Podcast, the premier sports podcast for the consummate sports fan. And this is your one-stop shop for all sports-related news and topics. I am Jay Ho.
It's your boy Big Jeff.
It's your boy Weezy. What it do?
It's your man, Coach Locke.
Cameraman, how you doing, brother?
Focus.
Focus, man. He ain't even saying that.
Focus, man.
Episode 535, guys. We're right back using the stock market regarding college football teams at the midway part of the NCAA season.
FSP style.
Always FSP style.
You better damn know it.
Better than believe.
Kick it off, Jeff. Best of the week. Talk to the people.
The Vince McMahon documentary on Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
Just for the fact that it's having people like J Ho, no disrespect, that don't really watch wrestling like that, hit me up telling me how good it is.
Yeah,
like, that means a lot. Like people tapping in and really just seeing what kind of chaos we watch every week. So that's pretty cool.
Nah,
I gotta check it out.
I'm speaking on it in my worst of the week, but yeah, it's a really good documentary.
I think I'm on episode 3 right now. I think. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Especially for our generation, it's one of those documentaries where we kind of know like everybody that's being talked about, things of that nature. Yeah, for sure. What you got, Coach?
Man, best week for me, man, the WNBA playoffs. They've been very entertaining. Very entertaining.
I told y'all last week.
Very entertaining.
I was wrong.
Yes and right. Yes and no.
Yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes and no.
It is entertaining for sure. My best of the week is college football, man. Starting October the 2nd. The 1st of October was the last day without college football or NFL games until November the 27th, 2024, the day before Thanksgiving. So starting October 2nd. That's 55 consecutive days of football, man. We're here.
Every game on every single day.
Ball is here. Yeah, every single day for the next 55 days.
That's
I
insane.
could lose a lot of money doing that shit.
It's NFL or college football every day until Thanksgiving.
Starting when?
Today.
Today.
Damn. I wish you wouldn't have told me that.
Every day. What you got, Weezy?
Hawaii.
Best of the week, dog.
Best week, man. My boys got to win Monday night.
Okay, yeah, got off the
It
schneid.
was banged up and still got to win. I don't know how that works sometimes.
Yeah.
All your players is out. You still you put
Oh,
up,
shit, because
you put up 31. You put up 31 points.
Can we say that two is very, very important to that team, Jeff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He just can't be out there.
Yeah, but
shit.
it also happened with the Raiders though. DaVante Adams didn't play. They blew him out.
Yeah, nah. But I was saying that team didn't move without two. Like, they look bad.
Yeah, I think it's gonna look better this week though. You got to give Tyler Huntley another week.
He was there 2 weeks.
He don't only play one though.
Yeah, he was there 2 weeks.
but he only played 1 week.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. Tyler Huntley's a starter in the NFL to me. He's
Okay.
a starter.
Right back to you, Weezy. Worst of the week.
Rest of the week, man, it was I ain't gonna lie, man. For me, it was really rough watching Derrick Henry run for
Nah, man.
199
Out the
yards
house.
Sunday night.
He out the gate, Jack.
Man,
Off the rip.
like here's the thing. Usually he don't get rolling about week 7.
Yeah,
He rolling early this year.
Yeah.
He leads league in rushing already now.
yeah. Rolling.
Easy.
Like Tina Turner.
Easy money too.
Yeah,
Though.
that's
Rolling on the river.
rolling on the roof. Woo, 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 woo. Yeah.
Real offense.
My worst of the week is Jeff's Mr. McMahon documentary. Great documentary, one of the best I've seen. Bill Simmons did an absolute, phenomenal job. I have a question though. How the hell did Vince sign off on this? How in the hell did that happen, Jeff?
He signed off before the allegations hit.
But he might be. Yeah, I know. Hella high water.
Yeah.
He was getting that out.
Yeah.
Like he wanted
Yeah.
his story to be told.
Yeah.
But he might be on the Mount Rushmore of awful human beings of our era.
The timing of that was crazy.
Crazy.
Because he sits down to do this and he never has done anything like this before.
Yeah.
It's all Michael Jordan fault.
Yeah.
If the Last Dance was
Last Dance,
successful,
he wanted
as
his
it was,
Last
he did
Dance.
that. He signed up for it in 2021.
Real quick,
Yeah.
and then
Right
I'm
off of
done.
it. Yeah.
Okay. Mount Rushmore of awful human beings of our era.
Of our era. Okay. All right.
No, listen.
Okay.
Vince,
Vince is up there.
Hugh Hefner's up there.
Hugh Hefner's up there.
R.
Yeah.
Kelly's up there.
Oh, we talking about shit. Yeah, this I'm not gonna speak.
We're not. No. Vince, Hugh Hefner, R. Kelly. Who is the fourth?
Epstein.
Shit, Big Ben.
Epstein.
Epstein. Weinstein.
Harvey Weinstein.
Harvey
Harvey Weinstein.
Epstein.
Yeah.
Aaron Hernandez.
Yeah. Chill out. Not Chico.
What do you think?
What you mean, not Chico?
Well, tell you what. It's their head.
Talking about not Chico. Chico.
It wasn't as bad as.
At a young age. What? Chico fucking up at a young age, man.
What you got, Coach?
That team is out of control.
Jeff, he walking in the locker room at college, had them boys scared of. I was scared of him. He been.
What you got, Coach? Worst of the week.
Oh man, worst of the week is all the flooding from the hurricane.
Oh, man.
Golly. Yeah, check on your people, dog. It's
Bridges collapsing.
TVs floating. I mean,
we go.
houses floating.
You know, elephants choked over there.
Elephants. Where the elephants?
I didn't say. I didn't say elephants floating.
Truck full of elephants.
They're letting in Chattanooga with that wing. That's what I said with the wing.
Elephants is funny.
Jeff, worst of the week, dog.
All right. Hear me out, Coach. You watch boxing. I get it, Devin Haney. I swear I do.
I don't.
He cheated. And he beat your ass when he cheated. So you mad about it. You got your loss taken off your record. Let it go, bro. Suing that man for battery and you a boxer?
Come on, dog.
That's
I ain't
wrong.
for that. I ain't
He's
for
suing him for battery.
that.
For battery.
Yeah.
Because he was on a illegal substance and beat his ass. Devin Haney, you got your loss off your record, bro. That's it.
Yeah.
This ain't helping
Yeah, it
you,
ain't.
dog. This is
Chill.
crazy. His lawsuit is battery. His lawsuit is that he was breach of contract. All these things, and I just don't get it. He want it all, and he gotta relax. Make sure you check us out on iTunes, Facebook, Instagram, Google Play, Spotify, YouTube, and Amazon Music to catch up on the full archive of FSP. Just simply search Full Sport Press Podcast. J-Ho
Yes, sir.
and Weezy.
What it do?
You guys have a yellow box with Cheerios recipient for our listeners.
Our award recipient is J Guy.
My guy.
All that playing.
Uno.
Cam Newton. All that playing. That's right, Jeff.
All they're playing.
All that playing. Somebody gonna hold.
Anyway, Cam Newton has discussed Shedeur Sanders and his outspoken demeanor on his 4th and 1 podcast. Cam explored how trash talking could impact Sanders' future as an NFL career quarterback and potential benefits of being outspoken against the risk of drawing negative attention. Here's the Cam saying that. He also explained that there is a fine line between confidence and controversy. Well, Colorado quarterback Shedeur Sanders wasn't too much interested in talking to former NFL MVP Cam Newton ahead of the Buffalo's 48-21 win over Central Florida on Saturday. Things appeared cordial between the pair when they met on the field, shared a handshake, but then Sanders walked away and Newton looked very confused. He then said, "Bruh said I'm on some weird shit," end quote, Newton told people on the field after the brief exchange. Following the game, Cam addressed the awkwardness, stating, "I don't hold grudges, it's all love, but sometimes people are just in their zone," end quote. Cam, you can't go on your podcast, who has a big following, you're Cam Newton, one of the MVPs of the league. I think it's not in good taste what he said to not expect him to have. He said that basically,
you ain't gonna be nothing in the NFL.
And on top of that, he's like, "What is his signature movement?" And it's like, you don't speak like that on a kid, man. He's still playing.
Mm-hmm.
He's still playing, man.
Cam fall victim. I know I've fallen victim to this before. Sometimes you get behind the microphone, you get a little too comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
You just pod. You
Yeah,
get a little
pod.
too comfortable. Get people are listening.
Yeah.
I definitely forgot people are listening a few times on the show, so I have to apologize quite a bit. But, that's what Cam did right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And on top of that, I like with Shedeur. Shedeur is always standing on business.
Always.
Listen,
Always.
man, anytime he sees everything, and on top of that, he's going to keep the energy that was bestowed upon him. So I appreciate that. But at the end of the day, man, as he gets older, he'll see it's more work doing that than just letting it go. Just let it go, Shedeur. It ain't that big a deal.
Really? From you? From you?
Yeah.
From you?
Gone are the days of these kids being home. We'll get that.
You got that. That's
That's my boy.
That's
That's my
fans.
boy.
Yeah.
That's my guy. Yeah, I'm gonna get that to my boy. Yeah, I thought I got better, Jeff, as the years have gone on.
And that I would not
What
argue.
you say?
Yeah, I would not argue
Yeah.
that. You're right.
What you think, Coach?
Yeah, you got a little better. A little better.
They locked in now.
You think I locked in a little bit? What you think, bro? You think I've gotten better?
Yeah, you're doing fine.
You don't know what we talking about, dude.
Yeah, you said you got better.
What?
I'm not going off and shit.
There you go.
Yeah.
God,
Lock in, twin. Lock in.
Yeah, he thought I didn't know then.
Dude, I'm gonna be real. You guys ready to get started first? J-Ho. Check us out each and every Monday. The Revolution will be podcast. Revolution will be podcast. First half, the hottest sports news of the past week, like we do each and every week here at the Full Sport Press Podcast. Before we get started, I'm J-Ho.
It's your boy Big Jeff.
This your boy Weezy.
It's your man, Coach Locke.
Big Jeff, I can find you on social media, my brother.
Thanks for asking, Weezy. It's J Easley 84 across all social media platforms.
Coach Locke, where can they find you, my brother?
Nothing's changed, man. It's Lock_the_great. That's THA. Get at me.
Yeah.
Jay, talk to him.
J-Ho on Instagram and Twitter. Let's talk on Twitter.
I'm FSP_Weezy on IG. I'm at How Weezy on Twitter. Holla at me.
Holla at you. Jeff, you back, right?
Yes, sir.
Let's get it.
All righty. Cameraman, it is week 5. Oh, okay. It is week 5 of the FSP Fantasy Football League. Let's get it, guys. First matchup. Got the third string commentators. One time for Shane at 3-1 versus Never Trust the Niner. That man drafted Christian McCaffrey first round, and he is struggling. One time for AB. Shane's projected to win that one by 4 apiece. BTA at 3-1. One time for Chaz versus that N-word in 10,000. One time for Twin at 1-3. And Twins projected to lose that one by a 60 piece. Jesus Christ. Keep fighting, Twin. All right. Coach Wayman got his first win off me last week. Kicked my ass, ladies and gentlemen. I lost with Derrick Henry.
Damn.
I lost with Derrick Henry. That's tough. Anyway.
Yeah, it's a bad year for fantasy.
Coach Wayman at 1-3 versus Show Me Them TDs. Shout out to Parham. I know he's listening. Also at 1-3. Projected to be a barn burner. Parham's going to lose that one by 10 points per projections. Next matchup. Broke Deck Mountain at 4-0. Versus Reagan and Return of the Mac at 2-2. Of course, P.O. has put his lineup out because it's P.O. So who knows what the projections are for that lineup because P.O. does not put his lineup knowing I'm going to do this recording to see what the projections are. But good job by you, P.O. And next is me. Follow the Buzzers at 3-1 versus still the best name in the league. Now watch God one time for Sean Wash at 2-2. This is projected to be down to 2 points with me winning. We'll see how that plays out. And last but not least, Mike Leach's pirate ship, one time for T. Harris versus Bishop sick of my team. Cam, keep fighting, Cam. That's all you can do, brother. At 0-4, Cam's projected to lose them by 30.
Ooh.
Just got to keep fighting, Cam. That's all you can do, really. At 0-4, that's
tough.
I mean, it ain't over yet, but whoosh.
It's fantasy.
That's tough.
Damn. And that is week 5 of the FSP Fantasy Football League.
Weezy.
Well, I don't play fantasy football league.
Damn right. And let's move on to the NBA. The NBA is back, guys, not just because training camp opens across the league this week, but more importantly because it's back to grabbing headlines with the monster trades. This one's coming out of the blue. Caught some of the principals off guard simply off of the names. Karl Anthony Towns is headed to the New York Knicks for Julius Randle and DaVante DiVincenzo. Let's break down the winners and losers of this deal. Jeff, who won this deal?
Who won this deal?
Who won it? Who won it?
Let's see that one.
Minnesota won. Minnesota won. Minnesota won. You get DaVante DiVincenzo as going to either be a 6th or 7th man for your team. Is going to give you whatever, everything, all you need every game. You give Naz Reid more time on the court, which he deserved, which he played his way into, and you have another scorer in Julius Randle. They won this trade. Okay.
What you got, Coach?
I had New York winning the trade. Randall's time in New York had ran his course. They could never get over the hump. He was always would get hurt when it was crunch time. And New York is in a win now situation. They are ready to win now. Cat brings another inside presence that can go inside and outside, which Julius Randle could, but I think Cat was more offensively strong than Julius Randle. Now, the Knicks are going to lose a little defensive presence with Randle. Neither one of them play great defense, but Cat don't play no defense. But I got to go with the Knicks with this one.
Yep, I'm rolling. I mean, the Knicks needed a center, been trying to land a center for a while now, and Towns make this team a better starting 5. Now, what hurts them is the fact that they don't have a bench anymore, because losing 17, 18 points off the bench is a big deal. But that's when you get rid of Mitchell Robinson once he gets back in November, December from his surgery. And then you go into a point now where you look where this is a kid that has already played in Tom Thibodeau's system. He knows Tom Thibodeau, and he's a little bit more advanced when he played for him in Minnesota. So, it just makes a little bit more sense. I'm worried about, like Coach mentioned, Karl Anthony Towns on defense. But at the same time, Julius Randle didn't play any defense either. So, in turn, I think it is a good trade, and I think the Knicks ultimately win because Minnesota is only getting this guy for a year because he has a player option. He's going to be a free agent next year. So in turn, you lose him for basically nothing.
Well, I think I countered that, not to cut you off, Weezy. I countered that by saying you get from up under Karl Anthony Towns' contract, and you get Naz Reid, and you think Naz Reid can be not better player than Karl Anthony Towns, but a better fit in your system than Karl Anthony Towns because now Ant is the man in your team. And you got DiVincenzo, and you also look at that Knicks starting 5.
It's fire.
It's great. Now, hold on. On paper, it's great. Who Karl Anthony Towns gonna check? Who he gonna check? You gotta play Philly. You gotta play Boston. You gotta play Milwaukee. Who he gonna check?
So in turn, Karl Anthony Towns is a person that's gonna. With Mitchell Robinson, he was going to give you 9 points.
But Mitch ain't playing.
No, what I'm saying is when you swap him out for Karl Anthony Towns, you get more in return. And on top of that, you're bringing in Mikal Bridges, who's 18, 19 points. You got OG Anunoby, who's 18, 19 points. Julius Randle was going to get in the way of that.
That's true.
Yeah.
But who is Karl Anthony Towns going to check on Philadelphia?
Nobody. That's only one team.
Okay.
Go ahead. Who's Boston? Who's they 5? That's going to be.
He's gonna guard Porzingis.
Yeah, so he's not an inside presence.
Who he gonna check Pascal in Indiana?
Yes.
Man, he's going to get worked.
Oh man.
Man, he's gonna check Bam. Not saying Bam is has offensive prowess, but he has to play every night.
As a complete team, is that 5? It's a better look for that complete team. You got some Weezy on that?
Yeah, I mean, I guess you guys talking about it on paper. On the paper, it might look good, but the cohesiveness of the New York team is all broke up now.
Not necessarily.
Yeah, DiVincenzo was a big piece.
No, y'all. Yeah.
That's your opinion, but it's my opinion. Them boys went to college together. Them boys love to play together.
DiVincenzo was ready to go. He asked to leave.
He was the odd man out.
No, because he wanted a bigger role.
Yeah.
And with Mikal Bridges being there, his role is going to be significantly lower. And on top of that, Josh Hart's still there. Yeah. They got Deuce. He wanted to leave. He asked to leave.
I just think this is one move too many by the Knicks. It's one move too many.
They're going to make another move because you get Mitch, because Mitch is a free agent next year. Mm-hmm. You trade him, and you get a little bit more. You get an adult.
You got to get some pieces.
They got pieces, though, Jeff.
Man.
So in the playoff game, when it comes down to who's going like
Jalen Brunson.
So he's giving the ball, get my way.
He's 1A.
Yeah.
So Towns got the way.
Doing that anyway.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
They got a bunch of low spades.
What are you talking about?
Baby jokers.
They got a whole bunch of low spades. Got a whole bunch of 10s, 9s. They're going to be very good. They might walk. Jack might walk every now and then.
Man, that team.
They ain't got a big joker though.
Without no injuries.
They don't have a big
who
joker.
has a big joker?
Philadelphia got a big joker.
Shit.
Their starting five is better than New York's, bro. You know that.
You saying Philadelphia starting five is better than Knicks starting five? No, that's what you just make sure I heard you right. Okay.
So yeah, the Knicks is a better starting five.
Let's keep it in trade talk. Keep it in trade talk. But back to the NFL. All right. Anyway, back to the NFL with trade talk. Jay's guy, I believe this is your guy.
No, not really.
Yeah. 31-year-old Las Vegas Raider wide receiver DaVante Adams allegedly is demanding a trade. I thought so.
I remember the time it was your guy.
I'm almost for certain. Anyway, let's move on. He's demanding a trade fresh off of his receiver's appearance on Netflix. Fresh off of saying he wants to be a professional and being one of the best in the league. He is now demanding a trade. Adams, 31, again, has 2 years remaining on his contract at $36.2 million each year. Starting with you, Weezy. Where does he go?
DaVante Adams. You trying to get me focused? Okay. Here's the thing, DaVante Adams. I think he's been texting Aaron Rodgers every day.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, but at the same time, the Cowboys could use him. Pittsburgh could use him in a big time. Yeah. If they get a quarterback, they can get it out there to him.
They got one.
I'm just saying
they got a quarterback to get out there to him, dog. He threw for 312 passing yards, the fourth highest week 3. Shit.
I'm just saying. Okay, Pittsburgh, Dallas.
Man,
Kansas City could use him. Kansas City don't have anybody right now, but they still winning. And the Jets. But I my first pick would be the Jets.
Well, so this is the thing about DaVante Adams. He carries a cap hit of $13.5 million right now. So if he's traded this week, that number goes down by $968,000 every week prior to the November 5th trade deadline. So a team like you guys mentioned, like the Chiefs, can't necessarily do that because they can't make that work. So in turn, it would have to be somebody with cap space, and it's the Jets, the Commanders, or the Bills. So in turn, either one of those guys will work. I think the Jets would do it because he has familiarity with Nathaniel Hackett. Also, in a certain situation, even with the Bills, you signed Curtis Samuel, that he didn't really come in to produce. So in turn, you need him, and of course, the Commanders need him because this team is now 3-1. They're looking to compete right now, and they only have Scary Terry. Their second wide receiver is Luke McCaffrey. So it makes sense with all of those guys. But the Chiefs makes the most sense because literally their entire wide receiver room is in.
I hope that don't happen, though.
So if he goes
calling people.
Yeah, for sure. It's about to get up. What you got, Coach?
Man, it's going to be the Jets, man. Aaron Rodgers, they already talking. They under the books. Nobody wants to know. But they already have their relationship from the days in Green Bay. Mm-hmm. It's already been talks, as we already know, with the Jets coming up. I don't see how this doesn't happen to the Jets. DaVante is tired of not having a quarterback be able to get him the ball. He's open. He's sick of it. I don't see how it's not been the Jets.
And I mean, let's be honest. The last 4 years, DaVante Adams, he's 31 years old. He's still been the beast. The last 4 years, he's averaged over 100 balls. He caught over 100 balls. Yep. And he's averaged over 1,100 yards in the last 4 seasons. Yep. And that's last year playing with the Raiders. Yeah, Derek Carr.
Yeah, open right now.
Hey, listen, y'all, don't be surprised if that damn Shanahan situation goes crazy. Yeah. We might.
Y'all can finagle a way to get into that.
And also the Saints, too. The
'Cause
Saints
Brandon Ayuk-
really can do it.
Well,
Brandon
take it.
Ayuk is. I don't know what's.
I don't know what's up with him.
I don't know what
He don't
did-
want to be there.
He
You know
did
what's
all
up with
that.
him?
He did all that.
You know what's up with him?
He got
Got
paid.
paid.
He got paid.
But it was before
But
that.
why is he acting that
Yeah,
way?
he just acting weird. He just acting really
Taking
weird.
his pants off on the field and shit.
Yeah.
What's he doing?
Okay, so you guys make valid points. They're only asking a second round pick and some compensation.
That's what I don't understand.
Buffalo, damn it! I'm just saying. On national TV, you had a chance at Derrick Henry. You know what Derrick Henry just did to y'all? Put up damn near 200 yards on you. You showed some heart, not to let him get that last yard to get to 200, but you didn't show no damn heart for the other 199. Give up that second round pick. Get Josh Allen a weapon because we need Buffalo. We need a wide receiver one.
Khalil Shaquille look good though. Keep it real, Joe.
He had 2 drops in that game.
Well, nah, his ankle was hurt by that.
Oh shit!
He didn't hurt his ankle on that injury.
I didn't say he didn't hurt his ankle. He also had 2 drops. though.
Oh, he remember injury.
All I'm saying is this experiment of getting Josh Allen being his own version of Patrick Mahomes is going to cost Buffalo a playoff chance and a possible Super Bowl appearance. Go get DaVante Adams. Get him a number 1. You need a number 1 receiver in this league, especially if you don't have a dog in running back. Buffalo got to make this happen.
That's amazing, dude.
Man, go on, man. You guys ready to get started with halftime? Let's do it.
No,
Let's get it.
here's the thing.
No.
If Jeff would have said, "Man, yeah, he right. He doing good," you would have never said anything about the
No,
injury.
I would have said
But he said drop too
balling with
much.
a high ankle sprain.
No, you wouldn't have said that.
Yes, I
Bullshit.
would've.
I don't
They
believe that.
literally, he dropped the ball. Yeah, he's still balling with it.
Khalil Shakur is doing good,
Yeah.
but
1,000.
I don't know if he can get 1,000.
1,000. It's right there. Yeah, I'm still recording. Yeah, let's get to it, guys.
This your boy FSP Weezy. Join us each and every Monday on all streaming platforms. And don't forget, everything is paid for.
The revolution will be podcasted. Halftime, we are back with FSP's Heisman list. Okay. Well, each week in this college football season, FSP as a collective
Jay's
will
Heisman
take
list.
a look at the 2024-2025 Heisman Trophy race and break down the contenders. Out of contention this week, Ole Miss quarterback Jackson Dart.
There we go.
Out of there.
Gone.
Out of there.
Gone.
Yeah, was your boy.
He gone. That was not. You was on Jackson.
Man, you been high Jackson Dart all year. Man, Jackson, I'm telling y'all, Jackson Dart cold. Jackson Dart, Coach Line, that's all I can hear. Watch Jackson Dart. Watch what he do.
Why are you doing this to me today? You know I ain't saying that. Anyway,
Jackson Dart.
next up out of contention is Shedeur Sanders, quarterback from Colorado. And last but not least,
Stop. Time out. No. Nah, and I usually don't do that shit. Nah, but he fucked up my list too. He also fucked up my list. Now, tell me how Shedeur is out. Just tell me how. I just want to know how, and I promise. Because I'm the type of person, if you let me know how, I'll shut up. But tell me how.
no, you feel so you're projecting because your list was shit.
No.
In the first half. That's
Blame it on which one.
Yeah.
Tell me how he's out.
Can I get to the list?
Nah, damn that. Tell me how.
There are 4 people in front of him that had way better games than Shedeur Sanders had. That's it. That's just it. If you look at the odds, his odds are very low right now. And coming in at number 4, we have Miami quarterback Cam Ward. He is plus 600 into the weekend with the best Heisman odds, but his odds dropped following an underwhelming show from the Canes in a narrow 38-34 win over Virginia Tech on a Friday night. Now, he's thrown for at least 300 yards and 3 touchdowns in every game this season. If he can continue to put up those numbers, his name will continue to go up on the list. But up next, the number 8 seeded Miami Hurricanes travel to Cal to take on the Golden Bears. Miami is favored by 13.5 points. Coming in at number 3, we have Colorado cornerback and wide receiver Travis Hunter. He is plus 750 right now. He put together a Heisman-worthy performance in Colorado's dominant 48-21 win over UCF after directly influencing the outcome of Saturday's game on both sides of the ball. There is not a player in America that is more valuable to their team on both sides of the ball than Travis Hunter. Up next, Hunter and the Buffaloes have a bye week next weekend before going up against Kansas State at home. Coming in at number 2 is Boise State running back Ashton Jeanty. He's plus 1,000 right now. He's a Heisman long shot going into the weekend, but he rushed for 259 yards and 4 touchdowns in a dominant 45-24 win over Washington State, who was undefeated at the time. Now, he, through 4 games, has total 850 rushing yards and 13 touchdowns. Come on, man.
No, he's a pro.
Come on,
he's
man.
good.
Gents and the Broncos travel to Utah State to take on the Aggies. Boise is favored by 28 points. And coming in number 1, we have Jalen Milroe, quarterback for the Alabama Crimson Tide, plus 225. Alabama's biggest star showed up on the biggest stage, like I mentioned last week, completing 27 of 33 passes for 374 and 2 touchdowns through the air. And he also rushed for a team-high 117 yards and 2 scores on the ground. So with his passing and rushing numbers, Weezy, Milroe is responsible for 90% of the entire offense the Alabama outputted on Saturday. Up next, the number 1 seed, Crimson Tide, will travel to Nashville to battle the Commodores. Alabama's favored by 24.5 points. And that is your list. And that is how you put together a list.
Cam should do it. Should be over Cam Ward.
No way.
After that performance against Virginia Tech. That performance against Virginia Tech.
Yeah, but he can't.
Cam Ward.
But you took Shador out when after he threw 2 picks.
Yeah.
No, I took Shador. Ain't never threw 2 picks in the game.
In the Nebraska game.
Yes, he did.
No, he didn't, bro. We can look it up. He ain't throw no 2 picks in one game. Nah. No, ain't no way. And here we go. You guys ready to get started with the second half? Let's get it.
Make sure you check us out on iTunes, Facebook, Instagram, Google Play, Spotify, Beyond Pod, YouTube, Amazon Music, and Amazon Music. Hey, if you got Amazon Prime,
hell yes, there too.
make sure you do all that, all right? And when these ads start showing, ads are free if you got Amazon Prime or Amazon Music. Make sure you check that out. All right, to get on the full archive of past episodes of FSP, just simply search for Sports Press Podcast.
Second half, we are buying or selling. If you missed last week, we did the NFL, and we're also trading as well, this time with college football. I am J-Ho.
It's your boy Big Jeff.
It's your boy Weezy. What it do?
It's your man, Coach Locke.
Cameraman, the first college football playoff rankings are a month away. Achieving contender status during the first month means you're playing on a field and has led to a sparkling record and mention amongst the nation's best. Playoff expansion means to be competitive in most leagues, and losses aren't as detrimental as they used to be. When they begin to add up, however, at least from the Big 10, ACC, and the Big 12, also in the SEC, will be there to secure those spots. Again, buying is believing in a contender, Jeff. Selling is not believing in a team that was once a contender. And if you're trading, you're selling stock in a team that's not going to contend. Now that we got that out of the way, we'll kick things off with the Alabama Crimson Tide, 5-0. Buy, sell, or trade, Weezy.
I gotta buy. 5-0. Played at home against Georgia. But here's the thing about this. I'm buying, and I bought some more stock in them, and I'm cool. I'm okay with my stock. But that win looked really good. But it almost looked really bad. It could have been really bad.
Could have went bad?
Depends on who you ask. You can say, oh, man, we look good, or, man, I'm just glad we won. Depends on who you ask.
Yeah. What you got, Coach?
I'm buying too, man. They the schedule is easier now going down the slide. Mm-hmm. Georgia was the big game on their schedule, and they already sit at 5-0. So I'm gonna buy in this stock of the Alabama Crimson Tide.
What you got, Jeff?
Yeah, big buy.
Mm-hmm.
They got Milroe looking like the number 1 pick in the nation.
Yeah,
and shout out to him.
You ball.
To leave it at that. You got Milroe look like the number 1 pick in the nation. You got a 17-year-old wide receiver stud, and second best team in the nation is Alabama.
Yeah. Alabama's tough, man. And I just wonder, and I want to ask all you guys this: had they squandered that 28-point lead, it'd be a different conversation we have right now.
Yeah, because the coach's seat is hot after one game.
Kalen DeBoer is looking like, okay, he ain't ready for the big lights.
Yeah. Yep.
So that's crazy.
Yep.
Who's looking like that?
He would have looked like
that if they would have lost that game. But now he inherited one of the best rosters in all of college football, and he had to prove that he belonged amongst the SEC's big guys, and he did that. 1 month into his first season, it's looking like he's the best hire of the offseason, without a doubt. He's still saving guys. Yeah, the cameraman did. Yeah, he said that these are savings guys. Yes, these are all guys that, yeah. So in turn, we've seen this happen before in a lot of different sports, especially basketball. Tubby Smith inherited. Rick Pitino's guys won a national championship.
John Gruden inherited.
Tommy Dungy. Say he really ain't doing that. It's not fair.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just saying, no, make no mistake. That was one of the best wins of the year.
No, I'm talking to cameraman. He hired recruits. He had
coordinators.
He hired
He ain't got a mic. Let's keep it rolling.
Okay.
Let's keep it rolling. Keep it rolling.
Yeah, nah, he's good, man. But Alabama's offensive line is not as dominant as they once were. That's the only thing that worries me about them. 6 sacks, that usually don't happen at Alabama. But I'm definitely buying. That's the highest stock in the world right now. That's Apple stock. Next up, we have the Texas Longhorns, who are also 5-0. Jeff, buy, sell, or trade.
I challenge you. This is Apple stock.
Over Alabama?
Over Alabama. Texas is Apple stock. This, you lose your quarterback. Speaking of cameraman, always says next man up. Next man up comes in and looks better than your quarterback. This is Peyton Manning with Randle Cunningham legs.
Oh, shit.
My gosh. My goodness gracious. This is Peyton Manning's arm, Randle Cunningham's legs.
So Weezy's vote, he said that Nico Iamaleava will be better than Archman. Do you
Ain't
still
no
feel
way.
confident in that?
What Nico do? Nico 5-0 too.
Okay. What you got, Coach?
I'm buying as well, man. Like Jeff mentioned, they had another quarterback step up, but Quinn Ewers is coming back.
You damn right.
He'll be back starting over Archman, and once he gets back,
Especially the Oklahoma game.
yeah,
Don't know that.
yeah. Nah. He'll be back starting. Texas, they do have to worry about Georgia coming into Texas and Austin, though. So it's not all smooth sailing for the Longhorns, but
10-point win for Texas. Put it on the board.
I'm buying.
Okay.
10-point win.
And that's October 19th.
Yeah, 10-point win. Easy 10-point win.
What you got, Weezy?
Yeah.
Right there.
Easy 10-point win.
I mean, they're 5-0, and you gotta remember, Texas lost 2 running backs in the preseason.
They did.
Yeah.
And they still rolling 5-0. Them boys is fast too.
Maybe they're different.
Texas is good. I'm buying Texas stock.
NIL money different in Texas. Huh? Nah, it's different. Yeah. Nah, they different.
Yeah.
They prepared. They knew they were coming to the SEC. They opened that checkbook up.
Yeah.
They knew what was
by
up.
10. You said by 10.
By 10.
By 10.
Yeah.
Okay.
Keeping
10.
stats on you, Jeff.
Nah, that's all you put that. That's easy money.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'm buying the Texas Longhorns as well. They look like a championship contender, but this is the thing: they're averaging 45 points a game. I get that, and they only allowed just 3 touchdowns and 35 total points in the entire season. I understand that, but they haven't played anybody but Michigan, and we know that Michigan ain't Michigan. So the only thing I worry about now, I've never seen a team that lose a quarterback one with an abdominal injury, and you bring in a guy who's equally, if not better, than the guy. So I understand that, but to not be battle tested, we've seen a bunch of these teams go into a season where they're not battle tested and they play these games, and then once the battle test happens, shit gets ugly. And I think Texas has a real problem on the 19th against Georgia. That's going to be a tough out. But Quinn Ewers comes back the week before that on the 12th, so we'll see. But I'm worried. I'm worried, Jeff, for this bet because that ain't good. That ain't good.
Easy money.
Yeah, all right. Move right along to the Ohio State Buckeyes, Weezy. They're 4-0. Buy, sell, or trade.
Like this is a team that's like this team right here. I can't see the Chiefs. They just getting through the season.
Yep.
And they scoring 30 points a game,
Easy.
giving up 7, 8 points a game. They ain't really been challenged yet. This is a good team.
Yep.
You got to buy stock on them. This is one of the stocks that nobody's talking about that you need to buy.
Yeah.
Yes, Ohio State's a buy.
I can dig it. Jeff.
They're gonna be there when it matters. Because we devalue the regular season so much with these 12 damn team playoffs in college football. This team's going to be there when it matters. They're one of the best teams. They're the third best team in the country right now, and that's saying something with the 2 we just talked about. So definitely buying.
Coach.
I'm buying as well, man. Ohio State always seems to figure out a way when they lose all the players to replace them. And they're not the only – Alabama's not the only team that has a great freshman at wide receiver. Ohio State has one that's just as good.
Yes, sir.
He's just not 17. Yes. That's the only difference. But trust me, he is just as good. So I am buying stock in Ohio State.
All right. I'm trading this stock, guys. Ohio State opened the season as a Big Ten favorite and did nothing through these 4 games that suggests it doesn't belong anywhere but the number 1 spot in the Big Ten. But Jeremiah Smith, I think he's better than people actually are talking about. Him and Ryan Williams are 2 freshmen. They're playing out of their mind. But the road ahead gets significantly tougher for those guys. Next 2 games against Iowa and Oregon should be a tell to see if these teams are really ready to go. And so I'm going to trade my stock with the Alabama Crimson Tide, not the Ohio State Buckeyes. But the only thing that I worry about, because I was about to say Alabama, they haven't been battle tested either, like Alabama. That's why you got to buy stock on a team that's already been through it, like Georgia. We'll talk about it. They went through a for real game. Ohio State hadn't done that yet. So, and I don't believe in Will Howard either. That's the main reason. Yeah, he ain't nothing. Moving on next to the Tennessee Vols. Coach, they're 5-0. You buy, selling, or trading?
This is one I'm holding my stock on this one.
Hold it.
I'm holding my stock on it because they still have to go through Georgia, as we mentioned. They still have to play that big game as well. But I do like Nico. He's going through his freshman pains a little bit, but I think he's going to be just fine. So I'm not going to sell or buy just yet on the Vols. I'm going to hold my stock on them.
Jeff.
I'm going to trade my stock if somebody take it off my hands. If I don't want to sell it, I want to get some stock from. I want to get some more Ohio State stock. So I hope I can find somebody in the SEC who loves their SEC team and trade me some Ohio State stock for this Tennessee stock while it's high. Cause they about to get their ass whooped.
Really?
Yeah. Not right now, but as the season go on, the wheels gonna fall off of your
the
team.
wheels and the bus go round and round.
I'm buying Tennessee stock.
You got to because you believe in Nico.
Well, I believe in Nico. And here's the thing. The defense is traveling.
Defense rolling.
The defense is traveling, y'all.
The defense is rolling.
Their defense has held teams under 20-some points.
Mm-hmm.
And they also Oklahoma had a 5-star quarterback. They benched him for the Tennessee.
Yeah.
They benched him. Defense and they're averaging 40 points a game.
Yeah. They ain't played nobody but Oklahoma though.
It don't matter. I don't care who you play, but you score 70 points a game. I don't care who you played.
I like that. I'm buying. I mean, they've been mostly untested and they're comfortably favored in winning their next couple of games, but defense wins championships, and this team is balling on defense. At the beginning of the year, we were all talking about Josh Heupel's offense and how Nico's going to be killing in this offensive scheme, but the defense looks the best part on this entire team right now. They're only allowing 3.1 yards per play? That's insane. I didn't think Tennessee even played defense. They've never really played defense other than Phil Fulmer. So to have a guy out there coaching at a high level, you got all this offense, but the defense, yeah, that's tough. But they do play on the 19th at Alabama. That's an out. So we'll see then. That's a good weekend. Georgia plays Texas, and Alabama plays UT. Ooh-wee. That's tough. Yeah. Moving on next to the Georgia Bulldogs. They're 3-1 at the time of recording. Coach, buy, sell, or trade?
I'm going to buy Georgia right here because everybody's down on them because they lost that game to Alabama on the road. But I think it's a good time to buy the stock because it's dropped because of their loss. And I think that at the end of the day, like Jeff mentioned, with 12 teams having a college ball playoff, they're going to still make it in the playoffs. So I'm going to buy Georgia stock.
I commend Georgia for playing Alabama in the regular season. Both of those teams were playing that big of a game in the regular season. I'm also going to sell my Georgia stock.
Damn.
Right now, as long as dude's quarterback, they got to get rid of the quarterback.
You don't like Carson Beck?
Not at all.
That's cameraman's guy.
He got to go.
I'm going to be real.
Yeah.
That what he did that last game, late first round now.
I hope he don't come to us.
He said put on the board.
You're damn right I will. You damn right.
And he put his on board. What is he going to be, top 10 pick? Dang.
Georgia Bulldogs, I'm not selling my stock, but I'm not buying no more because I'm holding on to what I got because when they run to teams that have a defense, they struggle. Kentucky had a defense, took them to the length.
Sure.
Alabama played some defense and put up some points early. They had to crawl back. So we're just going to see.
Yep. I'm buying, man. Now's not the time to kind of panic on Georgia. I think the most disappointing thing is how Carson Beck played. Like Jeff mentioned, he played bad. But they made it a game, being down 27, 28 points, getting back into their game, taking the lead. It'll be interesting to see how they respond to adversity. But I think there's a lot going on with Georgia in the offseason, and I think they're just not mentally locked in to play for real football. So their upcoming trip to Texas show if Georgia can really play. But they're going to be needing old Carson Beck to
Play better.
come on around the mountain because, man, he looked bad. He looked very bad.
Nah, he looked bad.
He looked bad. He looked bad. He looked really bad. Next up, we have the Miami Hurricanes, Weezy, at 5-0. You buy, selling?
I'm buying just a little bit though.
Ain't a lot.
Nah, I'm not buying like that. But they haven't played anybody, and they haven't played anybody, and they struggled Friday night against a subpar team. They haven't played anybody. They struggled against Virginia Tech. You tell me all you want. Virginia Tech should have beat them at home. They got to play somebody.
Jeff?
Selling now. Because the stock won't get any higher.
Mm-hmm.
They have an all-war quarterback, solid team. So while they're undefeated, sell this stock now because the bottom shall fall out. It's Miami. That's what they do.
Coach?
I'm going to buy my stock in Miami. There's nobody left in ACC. We're terrible. Absolutely terrible. They played Virginia Tech on a Friday night, which everybody know that Friday night game is always different, like we just talked about. And then Virginia Tech always plays them tough. It's just something about Virginia Tech. It was a rainy game halfway through. So I'm going to buy stock in the Hurricanes because I believe in Cam Ward.
Okay, Weezy, I see. Yeah, I'm trading my stock mainly because of Mario Cristobal. He almost lost that game. And you look at the players, they took Virginia Tech lightly. You can't let up against any team, especially a conference opponent. But they're greatly improved this year. I think that with Cam Ward, this team, I had them going undefeated. I think that can still happen. But you play like how you play at Virginia Tech or against Virginia Tech, that's going to get you beat. You going against Louisville. They're going to beat your ass. So 1 week at a time, you lock in before the kickoff. I think this is what they needed to kind of get the ball rolling. And they got to be very, very diligent on making sure that they're playing up to competition. They saw Virginia Tech, they lost to Vanderbilt, blah, and it showed. Yeah. And in turn, they figured it out. That lets you know that team is loaded if that team can come away and still win that game. So, yeah, I'm rolling as them being contenders, but I'm definitely trading the stock.
You said it's coaching?
No, I think so.
Yeah.
He didn't have them boys ready to play.
They took him lightly?
Yeah.
Coaching?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm disagreeing on that one.
Okay. But here's the thing. We came from Mario Cristobal. As the coach last year, all he had to do was take a knee to win the game.
Coaching.
And he lost that game.
Coaching.
Same dude.
Man, that's coaching.
Yeah.
That right there is coaching.
Next up, we have the Oregon Ducks setting undefeated. Jeff, buy, sell, or trade?
Their schedule is about to pick up.
Mm-hmm.
They're about to be welcome to the Big Ten with the Ohio State game. I'm going to sell this as well. Simply because it's high, and this is high as this stock going to be. I do think Oregon's going to be the Ohio State's game going to be competitive. I'm not saying Ohio State's going to run through them or anything like that, but I do think Oregon's got a couple of losses looming in this division, so I'm going to sell now.
I'm selling this Oregon stock as well, man. I just don't believe in Oregon's team. I think the change to the Big Ten is going to be a big difference for them. They eventually would get there because we know that Phil Knight broke the bank.
Mm-hmm.
He's opened the bank back up the brink truck for anything they want NIL. But I think, like Jeff mentioned, they will have a couple of losses warned later down the road. So I'm going to sell my stock.
Weezy.
I'm buying Oregon stock. Oregon stock, they hit their stride there. They're rolling right now. They playing late night, but they. You know, the first games they was winning 13-14, but now they beat teams. They just beat UCLA by 35-14.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't give up. On touchdown the UCLA score, it was like a fumble or something.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm buying.
I'm buying as well. 2 weeks into the season though, I'm saying they look like a pretender, and then they got the ball rolling over Oregon State and UCLA. Still some concerns that I worry about. They don't have a kicker. Offensive line is bad, and then Dylan Gabriel is hit or miss. He gave a pick six, going like 96 yards. It's crazy. Mm-hmm. But telling across this roster will keep them to win games, even in the Big Ten. There's too much talent on both sides of the ball. They got a top 10 pick playing out there at corner. So, yeah, man, that's enough to stay undefeated. But I know that it's going to be tough when it gets going here in the Big Ten. So, I'm still buying, but it's reluctant, very reluctant. Coming up next is the Michigan Wolverines with one loss. Coach, buy, sell, or trade?
I'm selling, man. Ooh. I'm selling this on this. I don't think they'll be able to get past Ohio State matchup. I think that rivalry is always what it comes down to with the Big Ten is Michigan, Ohio State. Even with the addition to the Oregons and the USCs, I think this is going to come down to that, and I don't think Michigan can beat that Ohio State team, so I'm selling.
Jeff.
So they lost to Texas to start the season, and if we'd have done this show then, I would have sold everything I had. But that 3-point win against USC a couple of weeks after that, they showed a lot of heart right there. I do think they lose to Ohio State, but I also think they beat Oregon. So with that being said, I'm going to buy this stock.
Weezy.
I'm selling this stock. It's just too much, and they don't have an offense. You got to have an offense in today's college football to score. They can't score.
Mm-hmm.
They can stop you, but they can't score. I'm selling it. They got a good running back though.
Yeah. All right, listen, I'm selling. I mean, 2-0 conference record aside, done nothing in those first couple of games to see if there's going to be a run. The only real person on that team, they don't have a quarterback. You need a quarterback to win games, and you're shuffling between quarterbacks. If you got 2-3 quarterbacks, you don't have a quarterback. That's it. So, it's a high floor, modest ceiling team. First year for Sharon Moore. But I don't think it gets any better than this because it's going to be hard to get people to come to Michigan. But at the same time, too, you can't win without a quarterback. So I'm selling. Next up, we have the Missouri Tigers, undefeated. Weezy, what you got?
Selling, man. They struggling. They
Undefeated, though.
Yeah, they undefeated, but they don't have the explosive plays that they did last year. They're missing the running back they had last year. You don't have to play 8 in the box with them no more because they don't have the running back. So I haven't bought any stock on Missouri.
Okay, Joe.
The thing is, this stock, I don't see how it gets any higher with this season. They got a big matchup against Texas A&M, and they finished the season. They got a matchup against Alabama in October. In October, to me, with them being undefeated right now, you got to sell this. Sell this now.
What you got, Coach?
I'm selling as well. It's not going to get any higher than this while they undefeated. Because once they lose that first game, the stock is going to drop out the bottom. So you got to sell while you can get as many coins as you can from Missouri. Even though they're 4-0, I know, but they've escaped some games.
Yeah, they
barely. They could easily be 3-1 or 2-2.
Yep.
So I'm going to sell the stock.
I'm selling as well. Their defense locked down, though. Great defense. But this team doesn't have a knockout punch like Weezy mentioned. It just doesn't. And on top of that, you look at this team, they've done a good job at limiting giveaways, only 2 the entire season. But they have Texas A&M coming up and Alabama on the road. And then your quarterback is Brady Cook. And he's just not a good quarterback, guys. And competing in the SEC, you definitely need a quarterback. So I just think that they had a time to raise their game last year, and they did. But to live up to a top 10 hype and remain in that hype as far as a playoff race, nah, dog. Yeah, they'll have to do some starting this coming Saturday. But I tell you what, I don't believe in Missouri at all. And last but not least, we have the Ole Miss Rebels, Weezy, your team, the Kiffinator, with 1 loss. Buy, selling, or trading in lane right now.
I'm holding what I got, but the stock is tanking right now. I'm holding everything I got, but it's tanking. It just goes to show when you schedule 4 Rudy Pools and you beat them and then you come up against a defense and your high-powered offense can't score against the defense, that doesn't look good for you in the playoffs.
Yep.
Because you're gonna run up to somebody that has a good defense that probably doesn't have a great offense, and they're gonna be able to play with you.
Mm-hmm.
So. And you gotta learn how to kick the field goals, man.
Yeah, it's kick the
Lane is still out coaching himself.
Yeah, that's why he won't get a big gig. What you got, Jeff?
Man, to say Rudy Pooh, he wasn't lying. You start off with Furman. Never mind, I'm not gonna go into that.
Right.
Purdue.
It picked me up.
MTSU.
Shout out to X81.
X81.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, no, their schedule picks up now though. So losing that Kentucky game is gonna hurt because then you have South Carolina coming in. You got LSU coming up on top of Oklahoma as well, and then Georgia. Needless to say, get out while you can. Yeah, sell this.
Yeah. What you got, Coach?
Same thing, man. You got to sell while you can get your coins, man, because the schedule's about to get rough.
Yes.
Real rough coming through there because we know LSU is always hard to play. Arkansas is not going to be a slouch. And Georgia's going to be really ready to go by then.
Yeah.
So you got to sell this stock while you can.
Yep. I'm trading it as well. This was a media darling team. Everybody picked them as a college football playoff team. Lane Kiffin. You had Jackson Dart. You got Trey Harris. That schedule by SEC standards was basically an easy schedule. And you're coming off 11 wins. Getting into that 12-team mix was all but a lock. And then you put this together, this schedule, and then you're just not competing when the game is needed. So 4 games in, they just haven't showed what they're supposed to show. So maybe it was a bad game though, guys. Yeah. Jackson Dart is still a guy. But
you just couldn't lose that one.
You can't lose that one.
You got too many.
Nah.
You got too many built in that you got to play around with.
Especially when you got to go to Baton Rouge.
Yeah.
Ooh. Then a home showdown in Oklahoma.
It's a night game in Baton Rouge, too.
Ooh.
It's Death Valley at night.
Oh, yeah. They'll lose that game.
Yeah. Oh, man. Them losses about to pile up. Yes. Get out. Get out of there. Get out of there. And that is our stock market show for the college football season heading into the midway point. We got special shows coming up soon here. It's NBA time. I'm super excited about that.
Preseason starting right now.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, Lord.
I got time.
Yeah. Yeah, we got
basketball to the end.
It's basketball. Yeah, you talk about the 55 days of football. No, Jack. This is basketball.
It don't matter till after the break.
Yeah. Nah, basketball matters right now. Basketball matters right now.
You got to roll.
Yeah, because the cup.
Yeah, basketball matters. That is. Yeah, ain't nothing like it. I feel good. Let's talk about our teams real quick. Weezy, how you feel about your team, college football team?
Let's not talk about it.
We got this side of the table.
Yeah, I would like
Yeah, you feel like y'all really dead ass. Y'all really supposed to be
5-1.
Yeah, 4-1. Yeah, supposed to be 4-1. Jeff, coach, how y'all feel, man?
That's a shot at y'all. I just figured that out.
I'm just asking.
That was a shot at
I'm just asking.
No further questions.
Down,
no further questions.
We gotta be honest. You gotta be down. We down.
Coach, no further questions.
Yeah. It's over with. Like,
Coach ain't fucking with you now.
like the messed up part about it is we had the nerve to beat California and ruin their undefeated season to go in just to come back to let SMU run all over.
No further questions, y'all.
You was crazy. Like I went to church and I saw. Oh my bad. Anyway, I was in church. I said, "Did you know?"
Yeah.
I didn't even know.
You know.
I didn't even know.
You know.
And look, he said, "Oh my God, it's real!" Like nobody knew that they lost like that.
Yeah, prime time too. Late game.
Man, hey, listen, we finna get curb stomped this weekend. I feel good about it. It's okay.
We
We
got
gonna.
this weekend?
It don't matter.
Nah.
Now we play Tennessee in 2 weeks.
Yeah, 2 weeks.
We finna get curb stomped. Just know that.
In 2 weeks. What, 2
We
weeks
play
in a row?
UCF. We play UCF this week. They're gonna beat us. They're favored by 3 points
Yeah.
At Gainesville.
at the crib. We should. UCF used to be a 26-point win.
Yeah. You see, have a tune-up week.
Yeah. Till we play UT.
Yep.
Damn shame, boy. Oh, how the mighty have fallen. Oh, how the mighty have fallen. Yeah.
Far.
The
Quick,
twist-
though.
Yeah. Oh my
fell
God.
off
The y'all
quick.
shit was fast.
We fell off.
Rick. Y'all got a bad batch. Jesus Christ.
We hit the wall.
Yeah, man. Tweet some questions throughout the week at Full Sport Press. Don't forget to comment, give us a thumbs up on the YouTube page, on the iTunes page. Please rate, subscribe. More important, don't forget to tell a friend.
To tell a friend.
Tell a friend.
They tell a friend.
Weezy,
Everything paid for, big baby.
Coach,
Get a drummer song.
Jeff,
Camera's always on, brother.
cameraman. The revolution will be podcasted. We are out.
Thank you for listening to the Full Sport Press podcast. To catch up on previous episodes, please check out the YouTube page and wherever you find your favorite podcast. Don't forget, tell a friend to tell a friend.
The revolution will be podcasted.